What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the video. In this one, we're talking about a penny stock that trades for 53 cents right now. That's insanely undervalued. Looks like they have a promising future and good things ahead of them. So before we do get into this video, I'll ask if you enjoy this type of content that you subscribe to the channel and you turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any of my future content. But let's go ahead and get straight into it. So the company is SHIP, ticker SHIP, Synergy Maritime Holdings. So they're a shipping company, dry bulk shipping. Right now they have a market cap of $96.8 million, a PE ratio of 2.77, and a dividend yield of 18.66%, which is insane. You know, payout ratio, it seems to be pretty solid right now. Looking based on FinViz, what we're getting is that their payout ratio is just 23%. You know, they're a $92.1 million company with $37.4 million in net income. A 10-cent dividend on a 53-cent stock is insane. Okay, hypothetically, if you just think about it, let's say in a perfect world, the stock doubles to $1. Okay, and it's still paying that 10-cent dividend. That is still a 10% dividend yield, which is like way higher than your average yield. They have really good margins. Gross margin is 67.4%. High operating margin, high profit margin, 24.4%. Earnings per share this year have gone up 139%. Sales over the past 5 years have grown, but quarter over quarter, we're seeing some negative numbers. And next year, it is expected that earnings will decrease, but the presentation kind of has a better outlook than what analysts are expecting. So let's go ahead and kind of show you a little bit more about this company. So who really is this company? Synergy provides marine dry bulk transportation services through a modern fleet of Cape-sized vessels. Currently has 18 Cape-sized vessels with an average age of 12 years and aggregate cargo carrying capacity of approximately 3.2 million deadweight tons. So that's a lot. Let's go ahead and show you their kind of what just happened. So they had just announced an acquisition of a scrubber-fitted Cape-sized vessel. So what they did is they sold 2 of their oldest vessels in their fleet, you know, getting out of that old age so they don't really have to continue to maintain it and they can get something better. And then they bought a new one. So in this whole trade, they expect to profit about an $8 million profit. Okay, they sold a 2005 and a 2006 built vessels, and then in return, what they did is they purchased one for $31.1 million, funded through a combination of cash and new senior credit facility. And then the sale of their 2 oldest Cape-sized vessels came in at $36.25 million. So that's just kind of the difference. Something pretty important that did recently happen. You know, January 3rd, 2023. Today is January 8th. So looking a little bit more, they also have been announcing share buybacks and open stock purchase plan by the CEO. This is back in June, but they announced that the board of directors has authorized an additional share repurchase plan under which the company may repurchase up to 5 million of its outstanding shares, convertible notes, or warrants. Moreover, the company CEO intends to purchase an additional aggregate of 500,000 common shares of the company in the open market. So that's pretty good. You know, stock selling doesn't necessarily always mean something, but stock buying definitely means something. So they do have high expectations for this. I mean, that was back in June. If we just go ahead and go over the past year and look at what the stock price was in June, this is when they were saying their stock was undervalued, 83 cents, and right now it's at 54 cents. So we're looking at some pretty good stuff. If you're buying and you see belief in your buying prices lower than the CEO believes to be undervalued, while he's putting his money where his mouth is and actually buying the shares, it looks like a pretty good deal to me. Our management and board of directors believe that our current share price is a significantly undervalued. Considering this, we feel that authorizing a share buyback is now a well-timed capital allocation decision. And also within the last 7 months, as of June, the company had already completed 2 repurchase plans totaling $26.7 million. So very good stuff. Looking a little bit more into this company, price targets. Right now, we've got 2 strong buy ratings, and those are the only ratings that I can find. But minimum forecast has $1.50 with a maximum of $2. Big upside. You know, these are just to look at, kind of see what analyst sentiment is. And then based off of Wall Street Zen, you know, undervalued by 21% to a DCF model. And you just kind of look at a lot of due diligence checks. It passes some, it doesn't pass some. And, you know, it's not ever going to be perfect. But looking a little bit more, I did want to notice their current cash burn right now for the next year expected to be $133.96 million. Their cash and short-term investments do not cover that, which is something concerning me. Maybe I'll need to look into it a little bit more before I do put my money in this company, because it is something that I am liking right now. But we're seeing a lot of good stuff for this company. So let's go ahead and show you a little bit more about their third quarter financials. Revenue was $34 million, but it was down 30% quarter over quarter. Net income was $7.14 million, down 64% from the third quarter of 2021. Profit margin was 21%. It was driven by lower revenue. and their earnings per share went to 4 cents, which was 12 cents in the third quarter of 2021. So not the best numbers per se, but revenue exceeded analyst estimates by 17%, and earnings per share also did pass analyst estimates. But looking ahead, revenue is forecast to stay flat during the next 2 years compared to the industry, which is supposed to decline at 7.5%, which is a good indication for the company itself. And then looking more into their presentation, they currently have 17. This is their most recent. I believe they have 18 now. Dry bulk vessels, from 2020 to 2021, it went up by 7%. 9.2 million deadweight ton, 2021 year to date, tons of cargo carried. That's pretty good stuff. And then just looking at all this stuff, very good things that the company is seeing. Right here, here's kind of 2022, what they did. Established regular quarterly dividend and declared special dividend for the fourth quarter of 2021. Completed 10 million in convertible notes buybacks. Eliminated all junior debt. 21.3 million financing in Japan, replacing former high coupon facilities. Executing on ESG agenda. Acquired one Japanese-built Capesize vessel and completed spinoff of older Capesize vessel, establishing a diversified listing company. Pretty good stuff. And then looking at their income statement, some key highlights. Net revenue from the quarter. This is second quarter information. It's the most recent I could find on a presentation wise. But what we're seeing is from Q2 2021 to Q2 2022, good numbers. Everything was good. It was a Q3 that kind of messed up some stuff, but long-term debt has increased and equity has decreased. Just looking at 2021, the ending till the middle of 2022. So that is something to keep in mind. And then including in that dividend, right now it says it has an 18.66 dividend yield. I can't find the payout ratio on Seeking Alpha, but FinViz did say it was 24%, 23%. And then the payout date is going to be January 30th. So, the ex-dividend date and everything is already passed. But this could be a consistent thing if the company can do this. And an 18.6% dividend yield is already incredible returns. So if you're getting that plus share price appreciation, that's just incredible. And then as I wanted to point out, their earnings expect to go from 9 cents to 6 cents a share, a little bit off. And then 117 million in revenue to 111.42 million, which is a 1% decrease. Pretty flat, but we could see some good things happen. This company does seem to have good outlook from their presentation, but that's going to wrap it up for this video. So if you did enjoy it, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any of my future content. Thank you for making it to the end of this one. Check out the links down below for free stocks, free money, and I will see you in the next video.